Greetings, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Beast of the Mesozoic video, which of course is the cool things, blah. Eric, go ahead and tell the audience, what's your favorite fruit? But anyway, today guys, we are taking a look at the other two tyrannosaurs that I have left to review, larger tyrannosaurs that is, the Despleosaurus and the Gorgosaurus. So Team Red versus Team Blue. What's even cooler is these two guys would have actually met up IRL. So let's just jump into the review, shall we? Alrighty, so we have already reviewed the two other models with the same body, the Albertosaurus and the Tarbosaurus from BOTM. So I figured let's get both of the other ones out because they do share the same exact body parts, and let's do them both together. Now, I have more interesting opinions on the Gorgosaurus, so we're gonna set this one aside here, and look at that, He just standing. He just chilling like that. Look at that. Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy. Now, I'm not gonna go over the accessories really because they come with the same exact things as the other two that we've reviewed with this body size. We've seen the standing legs and all of that, but we are in a new era of BOTM where these exist, these awesome new stands. So I feel like the stands that these figures came with are obsolete and they're all the same sculpt anyway with slightly different paint, so I'm not even gonna bother digging it out of my drawer right now. But let's start with the Daspletosaurus. The frightful lizard. Look at this guy. Now, this was one I wasn't too big on in the early stages of when it was being produced. I didn't not like it, it just didn't grab me. But this one, after seeing the finalized versions of the figure and seeing it in hand, of course, it is just striking. One of the simpler colors for BOTM overall, I must say, especially for an animal of this size. Like, there's not many complex patterns here at all or anything, but just the chosen tones of coloration go such a long way on this figure. The deep ruby red is so scary, and the way the modeling pattern looks on the face really just accentuates the facial structure of Despleosaurus and makes it look super mean. I also love the jagged edges of the keratin going down the snout there, and when you open the mouth and just look at the jagged edges of the teeth as well, it has an awesome side view profile to the head. The blue eyes also are great contrast to the rest of this color scheme overall, and the body is the same as the Tarbosaurus and the Albertosaurus, so the detail is all present from those. Now, let's see if I put this guy down, will he stand on his own? Maybe, oh, no, ooh, we almost had it. Come on. Yeah, there we go. No. Anyway, the big blue T-Rex, as Chris Chaotic would call it, the Gorgosaurus labratus. Colors in this one in particular just really pop. I love the patterns. It really commits to the blue just on the top of the animal. Very stereotypical for Gorgosaurus since the Walking with Dinosaurs 3D movie, let's be honest. Everyone puts blue on Gorgosaurus, but I feel like the execution of this one is still very nice overall. I love the modeling pattern that sort of transitions between the tan and the goldish yellows on the underside of the body. Very nice. The detail, of course, is the same throughout the rest of the body sculpt and everything. The same as the Despleosaurus and the other ones in the same body size. Now, my controversial take, which might come as a surprise to my longtime viewers, as you know I love the color blue, it's my favorite color. The big blue Torosaurus is still a contender for my favorite BOTM figure in my collection. But it might come as a shock to you to realize that this is my least favorite Tyrannosaur of this body size. And when I say that, like, all of them are S-tier figures, you know, like we're ranking them within like S-tier category, pretty much. But this one compared to the other ones, I feel like with it being a blue Gorgosaurus, just feels a little more typical, like I already said, Walking with Dinosaurs Gorgosaurus. I do like the execution of this one though still. And also the head sculpt. While I have no objective problem with the head sculpt, there's just something I like about the sharpness and the aggressive look of the other Tyrannosaur heads, just subjectively, completely subjectively. In contrast to this one, has a very sort of soft tissue-y, kind of doughy look is the way I described it to my friends when I was talking about it. It looks more cutesy than it does intimidating to me, which I like, but I feel like just for the size of these Tyrannosaurs when you put them on a shelf, this one does feel sort of left out, for lack of a better word, when displayed with the other 3 of this body size. But regardless, it's still a gorgeous figure. And if you couldn't tell already, out of the 2, I definitely prefer the Daspletosaurus. I think this one is really, really cool, but only by a smidge. This guy is awesome as well, and I do still love my blue colors, but this one just has such a uniquely simple vibe to it. Very traditional, almost retro look to it that I very much enjoy. Now, in case you're wondering how articulated these guys are, let's throw up an articulation demo right now.
Big thank you to my channel members, particularly Raphael Tree Kangaroo and a Trash Bug for being Spino Chads. If you want to support my future content, click the big join button next to my name down below.
But yes, like I've already said, maybe shockingly to some, Despleosaurus is the winner of this pair for me. But overall, my favorite of this body size is still the Tarbosaurus, then the Albertosaurus, then this one, then the Gorgosaurus. I've already measured those guys in other reviews before. They're like the same size, so we're just gonna jump on ahead from that. Actually, hold on. I just noticed something. No way! I didn't know that. Okay. The Despleosaurus, which makes sense, has longer arms than the Gorgosaurus. I'll get better B-roll footage of that. Okay, so there are more sculptural differences between these two. That is good to know. I just wanted to get a couple more of the big boys out of the way that have been sitting on my shelf for a while now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. Eric, say goodbye.
Boo! You didn't know I was here, did you? That's because I was hiding in my hitbox that you definitely know about because you've seen that other video that used the hitbox, okay? Do you want to join? Okay, do you want to join my empire, my hitbox empire, okay? Well, then you need to subscribe to SpinoDude. If you subscribe to SpinoDude, I will give you an automatic spot, automatic citizenship in my hitbox empire. We will form a new kingdom, a new world that will be more powerful than anything the world has ever seen before. But I can only do it with you, and you can only do it if you subscribe to SpinoDude. So please, join me, and together, we can lead change for dinosaur figures worldwide.